So good evening, Michelle. How are you?
Good evening. Hello. And hello, everyone.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
So Michelle is the newest member of our Push Past 10 Nation, and I just want to read a little bit about who she is, and then we will get into our wonderful plans for what we'll be doing together. So let me get my notes real quick so I can tell you all about Michelle. So she has been a lover of art since the age of 3. Wow, that's a passion. She studied art during high school until she moved to Philadelphia in 1985, where she studied fashion illustration at the Art and Fashion Institute of Philadelphia. When Michelle moved back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in 1992, she was immediately hired to do murals and manage an art gallery. From 1996 to 2012, Michelle was teaching art to students at a variety of local schools. Michelle has expanded her love of art into graphic art and design, t-shirt design, pre-drawn canvases, and also a direct script writer, show creator, and producer. Michelle, is there anything you do not do?
um, I'm going to do as much as I possibly can
Yes, so
until
tell us
I'm not.
just tell us a little bit more about you while I go ahead and share our live with everyone who should be looking at us this evening. So tell us a little bit more about you.
Born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, of course. One of my biggest passions originally was doing mural work, fashion illustration and design. But that changes. When you're an artist, it changes a million times. So if you have children that are interested in the arts, just know that it's going to change a few times in life. And so with me, I think I even do interior decorating, but
Wow.
so I haven't, I do a variety of things, but I love it all. But I narrowed it down. So
Yes, yes. And one of the things we're
that's
going to
it.
do this evening, which I'm very excited about, is we're going to look at your Facebook page so we can see all the important creative work that you do. And of course, I want to thank Dr. Dale Dangleben, who is on the live with us, for introducing Michelle to our family of Dominicans. So, Michelle, it's official. You're an adopted Dominican.
Yay. When can I go?
As soon as the
That's all
borders
I
are
want to know.
open,
Yeah,
we're, we're,
when are we all going?
yes, as soon as the borders are open. So he says, Michelle is phenomenal artist and overall great talent. Happy
Thank
to
you,
be
Doc.
working
Thank
with
you.
Michelle. And our singer, Abea, whose song we just played, she's on the live as well. So thank you
Oh
for
my
being
God,
here.
you're amazing.
She is
Yes.
amazing, and we're very happy.
Yeah.
Literally an hour before we came on the live, she confirmed that she will be joining us as a guest.
Yes.
So, of course, we're promoting all the talents of our people. And we have another very talented worldwide musician from Dominica, Mr. Gordon Henderson, is also
Mm,
on the live. We have Glenroy,
wow.
Henry, Sharon, Darvel. We have quite a few people who are locked
I'm in
in.
great company.
Yes, yes. So they're
I'm in
all
great
very
company.
excited to find out who you are and what you will be offering to us here. So kind of just tell us about your journey, where your love from art stemmed from, and some of your accomplishments.
Okay. Well, like I said, like you said in the bio, 3 years old. And I'll tell you the first time my mom noticed I had artistic talent. I was running around the house with glass in my hand, with a cup, with a glass cup. And I fell. And the first thing I did was go into the kitchen thinking she was going to be in there. And I saw the refrigerator and started drawing on it with the blood that was coming out of my finger.
My, my,
But it
my.
was pretty. And my mom said, as nervous as I was, it was this beautiful piece of art, but we got to get you to the emergency room.
That's funny.
Yeah. So me and my sister, we always made paper dolls. Sparkle, the first movie Sparkle was out back then, and we made paper dolls of Sparkle. We There weren't a lot of options for Black Barbies back then. So we would make our own paper dolls and make African American paper dolls. There was a show called Julia, I believe it was, about an African American nurse, Black nurse. And so we mocked that by doing a paper doll, and we would make our own. Like there weren't choices for us back then. There weren't a lot of, ways for us to express ourselves as African American women, children. So that was the first thing I got, like, really, really started focusing on. How can I make my artwork duplicate me or duplicate my cousins, my aunties, my mother, my father, So from there, it just learning stuff in school, the Art Association of Harrisburg that's here. I've gotten scholarships and stuff like that. And from there, I just grew to love it. But fashion illustration took, I started going into fashion illustration and design and thought that was going to be the thing that made me rich. Mm-hmm. That fashion illustration flopped 2 years after I graduated. No one was doing it anymore. Over.
Right.
So when I came back to Harrisburg, I just got back into fine art.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So tell us what you're currently doing, because I can already see from behind you, that is one of your pieces of art that you've created, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is your focus currently? Yes.
She's represents the internet. And it's called it's Magic Lemons, but it's a woman from back in the day. But if it was back in the day, if the internet existed, that's how I picture it. She's trying to sell us something, like sell us a dream, sell us something that's fake. Mm-hmm. There's no such thing as Magic Lemons. We know they do amazing things, but her story keeps changing for her customers because she's trying to sell it. Mm-hmm. And inside the ball, people are reaching for that knowledge. So that's what that one is. The other one is called The Ancestors. That's one of my abstracts. Mm-hmm. And that's the ancestors. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It depends on what hits me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm like just Michelle. So it just depends on, just a normal.
So if you're just joining us, we are introducing the newest member of our Push Past 10 Nation family. We have a wonderful network of professionals who come on this program to share their talents, to share their skills, and to walk us through their journeys of the trials and tribulations that they faced along the way. Now, you talked about one of your areas, flopping, Michelle. Have you found difficulty, like finding a steady stream of income from doing your artwork? How have you created a career out of what you do?
It can actually, if you're not committed, it can be hard. If you don't know how to turn it into a business, it can be hard. I'm 53 years old, and it has taken me until the last 5 years to realize I can benefit with use my art as a business. Mm-hmm. So now when I'm talking to people, especially younger artists, I tell them, don't just do your art, turn it into a business, turn it in t-shirts, become a graphic artist, learn to promote yourself, because otherwise it's like literally you have the talent, but you can just sit and paint, but there's so many of us. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What are you going to do to stand out?
Right.
What are you going to do to get yourself marketed? Mm-hmm. So it's been such a journey. And then every artist knows we go through depression.
Yes, so, I've heard.
Oh my, nutcase. But during those times, some people take it and they paint. I don't. I stopped. 2014, my father passed away. I didn't paint for 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't pick up a paintbrush. Couldn't even. I would try, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah. So sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And I had started painting again during COVID. When it hit, I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. I did this. And a lot of other ones. Come September, going through it again, another depression. And I stopped. but I'm back on it now. Like I'm good. I'm mentally ready. I don't see myself going backwards again. So I'm looking forward to this probably being the best group of art that I possibly have created in my life.
Yes, and I'm happy to hear that you're feeling better because I do know that a lot of times artists go through the waves of depression and
Yes.
anxiety, especially
Mhm.
with the work that you do. And I'm happy that you're highlighting the fact that, you know, you need to think about this as a business because that
Yes.
is one of the challenges we face even in Dominica with our musicians. A lot of them have not mastered the business aspect of their skills,
It's so
so many of
important.
them are suffering. So very important that you mentioned that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
so important. And you got to get help. Like go to therapy if you can. I
yeah.
skipped out on a lot of that, and I would only
Hmm.
go once in a while. But when I
Hmm.
started going, and now I know where my head's at, and I see the direction I want to go artistically.
Hmm.
Um, I'm so excited about, like, I did a book cover for Dr. Dale, and I am so excited about going in that direction.
Hmm.
I'm
And I'm
looking
gonna,
forward to it.
yeah, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
show it
goodness,
in a
I'm
little
so
while.
excited. I'm
I'm
so
gonna show
excited
it
about
in a
that.
little
Like,
while
I love
because
to
it's
paint, but
beautiful.
I love doing graphics now.
Yes, yes. And
I really do.
one of the things I want to do while we're here is kind of show people your Facebook page so they can
Mhm.
see the work that you do. But even before we talk about that, I'm so excited that you agreed to join us. So let's talk about the program that we will be doing. So in my area in Georgia, we call it sip and stroke, right? But I
Yeah.
get the sense, and if anybody's on the live who has an idea of what the name of the program should be, we would love to hear from you. So feel free to interact with us. So it's a very simple idea that I did here in Georgia. And of course, once COVID hit, I thought yet another idea that can very easily translate to a Facebook Live. So the
Mhm.
idea is you bring your own wine, you're in the comfort of
Mhm.
your home. It's a great stress reliever, right? We're not
Yes,
going to provide the wine. We're
absolutely.
not shipping the wine to anybody.
Absolutely.
So you provide your wine or your favorite drink if you're someone who doesn't drink alcohol. And
Yeah.
what we're going to do, Michelle has already sent me the supply list of everything we will need, right?
Yes.
She has
Yes.
also provided the canvas, our very first canvas, which I will
Mhm.
post on my website. You can download it if you want, or you can just keep it to the side while we're doing the class. And she's just going to give us some painting lessons.
Yes, it's
Very
gonna be
simple.
fun.
As a matter of fact, if you look over my left shoulder, this is actually a painting I did right here in Georgia from one of these programs. So I attended a sip and stroke program. I am by
So much
no
fun.
way artistic. I don't have an artistic bone in my body. But this is
It's
what
beautiful.
I was able to do with just the instructions from an artist. So I would love to hear, and I'm looking at the comments to see if anyone has any suggestions. But I personally I like the idea of sip and stroke. What do you think, Michelle?
Listen, you are stroking with the paintbrush and you're sipping wine.
Right, right. So
So I'm cool with sip and stroke.
right. So Glenda
Or
says,
it's paint and sip. I mean,
yes, yes, yes. So
you don't
Glenda
want to
says,
chase anyone around away that might be a little more frigid. You might want to
exactly.
say
Yes.
sip
So
and paint. Technically, no matter what, it's all dirty.
right, right. So Glenda says the Rotary Club is actually planning a sip and paint
Oh my god. Okay.
event. So maybe
Hmm.
we might have to tone it down and call it sip and paint instead. But I guess here in Georgia, we're just kind of blunt with it.
Which is fine because we call it, some places up here call it that too. Depends.
Mm,
It depends.
yes,
I
yes.
think paint and sip or sip and stroke, either
Yes,
one.
yes. So
Either one
maybe
is fine.
sip and paint, paint and sip. So we'll come up with an idea. So the
Yeah.
idea is once a month. Of course, you know, Michelle is a very busy person, so she will have to tell us in advance when she's available, which is why it's important for you to follow Push Past 10, send a friend request to DA Rose so you can get all this wonderful information. So she will tell us in advance, but once a month, we will come together and just paint, relax, enjoy some maybe some music. a little conversation
Oh,
on
yeah.
current topics, what's going on in your particular area, and just have a relaxing evening. So you know, not
Absolutely.
very complicated at all.
And I promise I'm a great instructor. Don't be intimidated thinking you can't paint. I have made people who say they can't paint have the
Mhm,
most beautiful pieces of artwork.
mhm.
I go detail for detail. If we don't finish it one week, let's just finish it the next week.
Right,
Not going to let you give up. I'm not
right.
going to let you give up.
So while we're here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump on your Facebook page, Michelle, so we can just talk about some of your other skills, some of the other projects that you're working on. And what I would like for you to do is kind of direct me in terms of where to look, because you have a wonderful Facebook page that is full of imagery and
It's a
full
lot.
of good stuff, but I just want to be able to feature your work. So I think the
Okay.
first thing we can start with is the book cover that you recently did for Dr. Dangleban, because I know that's the direction that you're trying to go into. So let me share my
Absolutely.
screen. I'm going to share my screen so everyone can take a look at this beautiful artwork and just kind of tell us what was your inspiration for doing this one. So it's well, let me let you tell us what we're looking at.
Okay, well, this is the cover I did for Dr. Dale Danglebin. And if I'm not, I'd have to ask him if it's okay to say the whole description yet.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, it fits what he told me about the book.
Mm-hmm. So it's for
Yeah,
an up and coming
it's
book.
a thriller. It's a medical
Yes.
thriller. This
Yes.
man is, I think I can say what he's doing. He's
Mm-hmm.
going to create people with all the, I can, with all the same pigment. It's, I wish, yeah, I wish he would jump on and say it because I don't have the notes in front of me. So I'm like, but yeah, he's like, I like to call back in the day a mad scientist.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to try to create people that all have the same pigment.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the people in the back, as you can see, that's kind
Yes.
of representing them, and then the scientific codes, genetic codes, and obviously it gets very dark because he starts to do some really dark things, which
Mm-hmm.
is why I put the blood.
Right, right. Beautiful, beautiful. So that is the direction that you're actually leaning towards. That's the
Yeah, I
next.
can't wait for this book though.
Yes.
Because the filmmaker in me is already thinking, can we go right to a movie with
Hmm.
it? I'm a visual person, so
Yeah, it's
I'm
it's
kind of like excited, like I want this to be a movie now.
yeah, it actually sounds like a movie if you think about it, just based on what you've mentioned. So is this your very first book cover that you've done?
Um, I did one that never came out, and I illustrated a couple children's books that
Hmm.
did come out. But this is like my first novel.
Mm.
So I am so excited about this. Like I said, I want it to be a movie now.
Right, right, definitely. So let's see. Oh, yes. So Dr. Dale is on the live and he says,
Yeah.
yes, she can. Yes. So he said
I
you
hope
can
I
talk
gave
about
it
the book.
justice because I really,
Yeah.
I only have
Hmm.
the small description he gave me, but that
Hmm.
small description said a lot, which is why I could come up with this cover.
Yeah, beautiful, beautifully done. Very intricate details. And then we have Nicole Judges. She's also an artist as well. So I'm happy to see her on the live. And she says,
Hi.
whoa, very cool, a la
Thank
Robin
you.
Cook. So people in the artwork world would know who Robin Cook is. I don't know who
Yeah,
Robin Cook is.
I
Yeah.
don't.
So let's go back. Let's go back because I want to kind of just show some of your work. So maybe tell me where I should go. I
Okay,
like this
right there.
one.
That's this piece. I hope I don't tear up, but um, one of my favorite cousins is fighting stage 4 breast cancer,
Oh, sorry to hear that.
which is why the painting. She doesn't have her hair. I didn't want to put hair on her. She loves music, so I had to put the headphones to represent that.
Hmm.
She's just very like kind of a rebel almost, like, so she's like, hey, I'm fighting this, I'm winning, I'm not, and plus she was a boxer, like her hands are registered. If
Hmm.
people know what that means, if she hits someone, she goes to jail. So she's just this powerful human that's fighting right now. So the gloves are kind of like, they're going to be looking kind of like their armor, which represents the strength in her hands and her arms. And then the pear is the symbol of infinity, like of just life forever, like it's life. And it's also the shape of the woman's body. So she did a couple of photo shoots, and this is not even close to done. Nowhere close to being done. The whole dress is going to have the Asian the embroidery on it.
Yeah,
the tattoos like she has. There's going to be a floral to show the soft side of her. There'll be a floral circle in the back of her. So it has this is so only in the beginning stage. I'm going to be working on it next week.
Yeah,
I get a break from my podcast. I'm going to be working on this painting and another one.
Yeah, and I want to talk about your podcast as well, because you do so many things. Now, is your artwork available for sale?
I'm working on my website right now. So it's moving along. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
my daughter gave me the website for my Christmas present. So
yeah, I love this one. I think I saw when you were working on this one. I saw your Facebook Live.
I started it all over again. It doesn't exist anymore.
You did?
It's
it
gone.
Doesn't exist anymore?
It's gone. I started over. It's going to be the exact same painting, but I started over from the beginning. It was bugging me. Right. Artists do stuff like that. I literally took black paint and painted over her.
Oh my! Why did you do that?
I hated the proportions. I hated the one arm was just kind of long. I didn't like the lace. I knew I could do it better. That was enough for me.
Now, would you say most artists are perfectionists?
Oh yeah, if we don't get it the way some artists just paint to paint and they want to sell it. Me, I look at my stuff as, okay, listen, I'm going to make some money off of this, or I'm going to keep it. Either way, it needs to be the way I want it to be. I made her hair shorter too. Well, it will be shorter.
Right. And the comments are coming in on Facebook. Nicole says, powerful and stunning image. Glenda says 2 thumbs up. Sharon Dorival says that's beautiful. And then Nicole explains that Robin Cook is a medical thriller writer. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for enlightening us.
Thank you for telling us.
Yes, who Robin Cook is.
Imagine how it is. It's going to be 10 times better. It is.
But you know, in our eyes, this is beautiful, right?
I appreciate it, but it's about to, you see her holding the fist and she's holding the stick with the flag on it. So it's going to be better.
Right. And now, was this the beginning of that piece of work?
I changed, you see, I painted over that and started the other one.
Right. So it's a process. You get the inspiration, and then it's really a process. And then when you feel like it's not to the standard you're looking for, you scrap it and start over again.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yes, I love this one.
This is one of my favorites.
Beautiful.
I love this piece. She's sold. She's down. Now this is available by print. The actual one was 24. This one's 24 by 48. I have prints available that are 12 by 24.
And how would we order them?
They just have to inbox me, and they can order. I do it by order because it's like 85, I believe. I think I priced 85. And they're signed and numbered. Right. This is called Bayou Beauty. She's in New Orleans right now with Courtney and Carmen James. The lace was so fun and it was so fun to do. She has her dress is batiking, which is something I learned in high school with wax and dyes and all that kind of stuff. So and that is like one of the first flowers I've ever took time and just really took my time and painted. So I'm really happy about the way she came out. I love this piece.
Yeah, love it. And of course, if you're interested in ordering any of Michelle's artwork, you can inbox her for more information. And Nicole Georges is really loving your work. She says
Thank
she has
you.
such a strong, distinctive style. I thought so too.
Thank you. But it took a while to do that. Like I went through so many phases in my art. That it like, but now I have the style that I want to stick with.
Right.
And that is like these women.
Yes,
So,
yes. I gotta show these. Wow, that's a woman. That's beautiful.
She's wait, no, did I sell her? I think I sold her. I have to look. I don't know. That was just me having fun.
Right.
I think I got that done in like 5 hours. I was just having fun. I wanted to try something different and a little more exaggerated, and incorporate my love of fashion illustration.
And then the next one is Just as Striking.
That's my girl.
Now, do you have names for the characters?
I forget what I named her. I think it's on the back. But I got this. The reason I did her, my Uncle Stan passed away in June or July of 2020. And this man in the 70s, he was the one that would pull up with the platform shoes and maybe a red, yellow, blue, whatever color car. And he had outfits that were so out of this world. And I wanted to do a couple pieces, her in the last one. I wanted to do a couple pieces that were honoring him and his eclectic, amazing fashion style.
Yes. And Glenda says she loves this one.
Thank you.
We also have the King of Creole joining us right now, Mr. Leroy Waddick Sakai Malad is with us. So Leroy Waddick, thank you for being here. We're just introducing Miss Michelle Green to our network of Push Past 10, our family, our nation, whatever you want to call it, of all the wonderful talent who stops by to support our endeavor to promote who we are as Dominicans, people of Caribbean heritage, people of African heritage, and just celebrate and promote our talent, our work, our products, everything that makes us such a unique people. So Michelle is going to be our sip and paint. I like sip and stroke, but sip and paint.
I'm going to say sip and stroke. I'm calling it sip and stroke.
I don't know, Michelle, we have to think about this carefully because we have some, Christians on our platform.
Oh, okay, it's sip and paint.
So we might have to say paint. Yeah, so she's going to be our art instructor. She's going to join us once a month. We're going to have a glass of wine or a glass of juice, tea, whatever you want to drink. And we're just going to enjoy some quiet time, just painting. She will provide us with the canvas, and she's going to walk us through the process. So we're very excited that she's agreed to do this for us and to be a part of our nation. So again, Michelle, a sincere thank you for being a part. So kind of tell us what else you do, because you do so much. You do photography, you do graphic design, you do painting. So
I had to narrow that down. I stopped photography. I'm done with that.
Right.
There's times when, for instance, because I'm doing, I see my cousin Susan Jones on here.
Hey, Susan, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, she's the one who that painting is dedicated to. And I love my cousin.
Yes, Susan, thank you for being an inspiration. We're very happy you're joining us.
I love her. So because he didn't have any current headshots, I was like, we need to update your headshots so we can have them on the book. So there's times like that I'll do photography, but I'm done with it. Like I retired.
Right.
I'm done.
Now tell us about your podcast, because I know you have a podcast that's growing in popularity. Let me just pull up one of your flyers for the podcast while I'm on your Facebook. Where can I go to look for?
Yeah, it's called Voluptuous Views.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, that's us.
That's when you had Miss Juicy on, huh? Miss Juicy's the real character, boy.
Baby. Yeah, she was amazing. It's adult talk, adult conversation. It's me, Alicia Danielle, our DJ BE. When we have Miss Juicy, I think that episode might be up to 10,000 views for a podcast, and we're only going on our 5th show. I'm so grateful for the love.
Views.
Yeah, and the thing is, we don't get 10,000 people watching at the time in the live. We might only get 30 or 40 people, but the great thing is afterward, everyone's watching. Like they're watching at times that are more convenient. And then, of course, her fan base has been circulating it around. So we've had her, we've had Head Crack from Dish Nation, Ricky Smiley Morning Show, used to be Ricky Smiley Morning Show, now on Morning Hustle. Mope Williams from Wildin' Out from formerly on MTV's Wildin' Out. We've had this week we have Kaya from 90 Day Fiance season 4 in the studio with us, and we had her husband Lowell last week in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's growing in popularity. It's getting there. It's fun. It's such a fun show.
Yeah,
every Friday 6 p.m. This is our last one until our hiatus. We're going on a little mid-season break.
Okay, so Fridays at 6 p.m.
Yes, Friday 6 p.m. on Voluptuous Views page.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for being here, Michelle. We're very happy to introduce you and introduce the new program that we're offering through Push Past 10 DA Rose, and of course we will also be streaming it on your page on Facebook as well.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I am so excited. And thank you everyone in the comment section for hanging in there with me. I know I'm boring.
Yeah, but no, you're not. Boring is not the word.
So boring.
Yes, so we want to thank everyone who stopped by for the introduction of our newest addition to the Push Past 10 family. As you know, we're all about promoting and celebrating who we are. We're your #1 source for sharing our journeys, our experiences, our products. And we just take you around the world. As a matter of fact, on Saturday, I'm heading over to Africa. Okay, so we're gonna have a live Facebook Live.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so awesome.
So we're gonna have yet another Facebook Live on Saturday, and we will be broadcasting with someone out of South Sudan, Dr. Thompson Fountain, and he's going to tell us all about the important work that he's doing with securing peace in the region. So, we just go the entire gamut, and we cover everything from the fun parts of, poetry and artistic work, to businesses, to cooking, to culture. We cover everything here on Push Past 10. And of course, we've been to Dominica, the Caribbean, Canada, the UK, Paris. Mr. Gordon Henderson is with us. We did an interview with him not too long ago. And now to Africa. So we're your one-stop spot for all you need to know about the journeys and the experiences of our people. So again, thank you for being here. And then on Monday, we have the queen of the podcast from out of Dominica. And as soon as I say her name, everyone from Dominica will instantly recognize her. Her name is J.L. Joseph, and she is going to be our guest on Monday evening. So you definitely want to follow Push Past 10 or send D.A. Rose a friend request, because we have so much more. And again, we also have Lynn Vore, which is from Choco Dominic, another enterprising young man. So he will be our guest on Tuesday. So I need to just go ahead and make a schedule because we have so many different programs coming up. I don't want you guys to miss any of the programming. So again, click the notification button on Push Past 10 and also send us a friend request so you can see all the wonderful work that we're doing. So again, thank you for being here, Michelle.
Thank you for having me. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we look forward to everyone who will be a part of the program and continue enjoying my art.
Yes, I love it.
I think it'll be a little bit better than that, right?
Oh, it's going to be nice. Trust me. I'm going to paint one ahead of time. I'm going to send it to you next week.
Yes, that will be lovely. So we just have to figure out the date and the time, and then we will move from here. We have Wayne Noel in Grenada. So we have fans from all over the world, and we're so excited for the work that we do here with this program. So again, Michelle, thank you for being there. You have yourself a good evening.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.